What's up? What's up? Check on the stream, make sure sound and everything sounds good. Hope y'all are doing good though. Peace and love to y'all. That's interesting. Oh, there we go. Now it's up on my end. Interesting. Oh, there we go. Now it's up on my end. There we go. Now it's up. All right, bud. All right. Let me pull up these patch notes. Uh, I already looked at some of them, and they're not. It's reasonable stuff. For Ling, it doesn't really look like she got touched. Like, really. Like everybody wanted. There was the storm for her to get nerfs, and it wasn't gonna happen. It was like everybody in Ling Nation was quiet as fuck because it was just like, what need complaining about? Like this is what he's been dealing with since like however long, and I don't know. Even though like they've tweaked her, what do you call it? Her evasion every Tekken game. So her evasion's never been the same. Like from Tekken 6 to Tekken Tag 2 to Tekken 7, like they've tweaked it in different ways so that like she wasn't able to evade certain stuff that she's able to evade, and vice versa. So niggas just like to complain, and it kind of showed out in the results in Evo. The niggas that you didn't really hear talking on Twitter are the ones that are up there, up there in the finals. Niggas that are loud on Twitter where you see them at. But I'm here, neither here nor there. I was never in the event, so I'm here mashing online. But here's the Xiaoyu shit. Balanced direction, Xiaoyu. Based on overall direction of version 1.04, adjustments were made to suppress the outstanding performance of certain techniques. Xiaoyu as a character who excels in defensive strategy utilizing the evasive properties of Phoenix, however, her offensive capabilities are enhanced during heat, compensating for unusually lacking offense aspect. Nevertheless, to address the issues overwhelming combo damage and dominance of her hypnotist mix-up game, slight adjustments were made to temper these aspects. So they long story short, they pretty much said too much combo damage, we nerfed hypnotist. Let's see what they did. So first move is heat forward 2-1-2. Let's see what that is. Well, we already know what it is. But let's see what it looks like now. Heat forward 2-1-2. Knocks down natural combo +6 on block. +4 if she doesn't go in the back turn. So they said, okay, so it's 4-2-1-2, forward 1, 4-4-1-2. So there's 2, and then up forward 2 because they all have the up forward 2. So it's really to this. Same frame. See, damage has been changed from 23 to 20. The position of attack hitbox has been adjusted to prevent attacks from hitting the opponent from behind during an ukemi. I think ukemi means grounded position. Adjusted the hitbox to prevent attacks from hitting from behind. I'm guessing during turn wall combos, angles would like mess up and they would have that full tracking like hit. I don't know. It probably has happened to me, but I've probably taken it as like Tekken nonsense, chalked it up in nonsense. The opponent states when blocking has been changed from crouching to standing. So okay, that's a nerf. That's a nerf. They're no longer locked to stepping one way. So their way of defense is more unpredictable. So say if they're on one side and you did up forward two and they were only forced to step into the background, you could do moves that only track in that direction if you know that they're gonna step. So you don't have to just do moves. So that's a little bit of a nerf, but I don't think that's much. That's like it's not. Most times you're gonna be a master unless this. Let me see. So block. Have you blocked it? Have you stepped to the left? So can't step that. Let's try now. Step to the right. You can't. You couldn't step it either way. So, and that's her main counter hit button. So, yeah. Damn really don't like. I get she's just slightly less impressive for that move. Next move, the back turn heat smash. What's 19? Oh my god! Why would they do that? Unintended setting of jumping status after attack has been corrected. Jumping. Oh. That last hop there? Like they took it out? It says airborne. So did they take that out? Yeah. We'll see. I'm just checking out how it is now. Forward 3. Just forward 3. Take off heat for now. That thing. That's all the heat stuff. So. Forward 3. Forward movement before attack and a hitbox have been increased primarily to stabilize behavior when doing aerial. So. Yeah. It's probably needed. I don't know the exact situations because I try to do as consistent combos as I can. But probably like off-axis stuff. I don't even know. I feel like that would probably live off. That would live so far. Well, I don't know. I don't know the exact situation, but that's a buff. Up back 4. Isn't that just up forward 4? Oh yeah, no, that's big. Big. I use this move. They did something to this. Well, they changed the damage from 26 to 20. So, alright, so they nerfed just they nerfed that. So, you no longer get 20 damage there at the end. You probably would get like 16 or something. That's not bad. and that's including the damage nerf with the with this too. So we lost. There's 3 damage lost there. How much else? 3 damage, 6 damage, so 9 damage total. Oh, that's ouch. 10 damage gone from the combo. All right. So y'all held up on that promise. Damn, how much damage did that shit do? Hold up. 676 plus 20. That's 96 damage. 86, yes, 87 because it's 9. Alright. That sounds more fair. Xiaoyu's not supposed to do stupid damage. That's fair. But I do feel she's always done good damage. So, like, yeah, we're good. What else? While Rising 2 and While Rising 2.04 reduced recovery time reduced by 1. Like in total. So it's gonna be like -4 or something. And -6 or something, huh? What's I've been seeing that same thing used in other characters, and they also added the frames. They didn't add the frames for it. So that could have just been like on their side. There's a lot of moves. It's probably like 1,000 this time, so over 1,000. So what else? Going hypnotist. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. They're in Hypnotist 2 and Hypnotist 3. Oh, and back turn. Whoops. I'm jumping ahead of myself. Back turn 1, 2. Tracking ability after the first attack on block has been enhanced. Midway through the alleviated instances of attacks, whiffing midway through. Oh, I'm guessing those. They are. Yeah, I think I've seen them. Where like the second hit would just whiff for no reason, and for combos too. Oh god, do I have a love-hate relationship with this move when it comes to combos? This shit works. It works very well when it wants to work, and then when it doesn't, just outs of that. What else we got? What else? Hypnotist 3. They didn't change the... Oh, Hypnotist 2. Still ahead of myself. The consumption remaining time of heat has been changed from 180 frames... 180 F, whatever that means, to 240 F. I'm guessing that means it consumes more, like, just a meter. So, how much of them are you allowed to do if you get a full heating gauge? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then if you get the burst, 1, 2. I'll guess so I'm not guessing. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So they might be changing how much mix-ups we're allowed to catch people with, because we're also able to just game this shit back by being in the stance. So, like, look at that. There's a lot of times where we want to just kind of do this. Look at that. I'm like, we can infinitely stay in heat, honestly. Like we're a little bit different. You can be out here spacing, and it's like, oh, whoops, I got my heat back. All right, let's do some more stuff. All right, another heat back. Boom. Although, yeah, we know people aren't gonna really let us, but say even for combos, like something common, or at least I think. And then sit there and wait. Got some heat back, and then they're sitting there waiting for the mix-up. So I can see why they did that. If, like, that's a nerf to their consumption. But they gotta elaborate with that effort. I'm just not assuming it properly. But Hypnotist 3, recovery time. Oh, the hit back. Oh, okay, there's 2 of them. Recovery time has been increased by 1 frame. Still don't know what that means. If like it's less plus or more plus, or less minus, more minus. Like is it minus 13 now? Is it still minus 12? Like what did they do? And that box has been expanded to make it easier to land even when high hitting attacks. Even with high hitting attacks. So I think they buffed the crushing this actually. That's what it sounds like. Do they want more bullshit with this? Because, like, you can already crush eyes after stuff like this, or, like, stuff like that. All of those silly little transitions. Yeah. And then the last one is special style. I don't think I care to even leave that. Okay. So that was overall Xiaoyu. Like the big things are really like the heat changes here. Like all of these getting changed. But and this, like, that's a big one. If it's consuming more, yeah. That means we gotta set up more for, like our heat back. If we want to stay in heat and fuck them up more. What else? What else? Ugh. Excuse me. Hold on. Let me get this thumbnail up on the other page. Give me 1 second. Edit. One. Let's go. If we up. That's the picture that they picked. Alright. Yeah, no, value. Seems more or less the same. They didn't seem like she was an issue. Nobody else really seemed like she's an issue. Everybody was just annoyed that she has mix-ups. They didn't have to deal with Xiaoyu actually mixing them up. They just had to deal with them being bullshit and not having damage or range. That's really our issue. We never had damage or range. Now guess what we have? With punishment. Come at us now, motherfucker. We can actually touch you. Let's go. You got a chance. Who else did I want to check out? So, I looked at Feng, I believe. Oh yeah, Fang's one looked weird, I think. Like what they did the full crouch down for four, I believe. Where are you, nigga? Bang, bang, bang. There we go. Balance direction. Based on the overall direction of 1.04, adjustments have been made to suppress the performance of certain standout moves. The weakening of the shockwave component during Heat 3+4 makes it less effective to launch powerful attacks during long distance. While in heat state, regarding while crouching down forward 4-1, the high reward on hit, combined with the ability to significantly reduce the risk on block by altering between single and double strikes, led to a suppression of both risk and return. Also, considering that overall combo damage is high, the damage of moves frequently used in aerial combos have been reduced. So, damage nerfs the combos, and Heat 3+4 and full crouch down 4-4. That's at least what they're talking about. Let's switch over to Fang and see what's good. Quick select. I'll probably change stage too. Where are we? How do I spell?
Get ready for the next battle.
Alrighty. Fang ready. Alright, first thing, Heat 3+4. They were not playing. They were not fucking playing. So, Heat activate. Minus 9. Plus 18. I didn't plus 12. Look at shockwave to this. Yeah. Yeah. Like, if you're in a certain range of this shit, you will get fucked. Yep. Why is it so big? My nigga. That's intimidating. That's kind of intimidating. Minus 10. Oh, he's... Oh, okay. Plus 10. That's just being in the vicinity of this shit. I haven't messed with Fang yet. Can I actually use him? I've just been focusing so much on Xiaoyu, man. Gosh. I should have probably used some of this power before it got changed. My niggas. I did the same thing in 7, honestly. I think Fang was super buff in that game at the start, but I just never used him. So 3+4. We're talking about 3+4. Diamond's track. The issue where the opponent, upon blocking the attack and crouching, would inevitably get hit with back-facing opponent 1 has been reflected. Yeah. Right. So even if the kick does not make contact with the opponent, shockwaves that shake that occur, however, hold up. Let me slow down. Even if the kick does not make contact with the opponent, shockwaves that make the ground occur, however, the attack hitbox of the shockwaves have been reduced. So they smaller hitbox on the shock. I mean, the range My nigga, that shit was honestly, from what I'm just seeing here. Range 4, and I can. Ouch. Just almost out of range 5. So yeah. It is a little crazy. And oh yeah, and the back turn 1. What is back turn? Oh. Oh, is it on block or something? Then you get a free back turn 1. It's plus 12. Fairly not. I guess maybe it's some. They're saying some instances. Yeah, you would inevitably get hit by back turn facing 1. So maybe. That's interesting. It could be maybe like when he's further out. Still gone. You become a low or some shit? No. No, it just does not work. I never had that issue. But then again, I never used it like that. But I am going to. They nerfed this punch parries. Oh, what else? There's one more thing. The recovery frames inflicted to the opponent upon getting hit by shockwaves have been reduced by 3 frames. So you have more time to move and do stuff, it seems like. Oh. 1 plus 2. So yeah, they nerfed this. Maybe they nerfed this setup. It's minus 6. So. I guess people, yeah, people are getting annoyed by these setups. That's pretty stupid. Yeah. We have a lot of these goofy setups. That's not it. Yeah, a lot of these silly setups. Excuse me. Input window, the punch parry has been changed from 2 to 9 frames to 5 to 9 frames. You can't parry as soon now. Yeah, they have a 3-frame window now, 3-4 frame window to try and like actually get a punch in now, which is kind of fair. Like from the last game, I felt like this punch parry setups were a bit brain dead because Feng wouldn't really have to think about it. They just have to like, oh, you're doing a punch? Bet. Give me my launch. From what I read, I feel like they didn't make it staggered. At least like how it sounds like. I gotta read it. Like, matter of fact, let me not get out. Forward 2. And down forward 3 plus 4. Oh, they buff. I remember this. They buff the hitbox. They have a lower hitbox now, so I guess they can handle these. Since they have Ling, might as well. So forward. Just kind of have her sit here. She might be able to. That's a shame. Okay, so it's an angle thing. But even still, look at that. Somebody come look at this. So that's something. That's a buff. Yeah, hitbox has been expanded downwards, alleviating instances of whiffing against opponents with low stances. Oh, look at that, low stance. They want us to use those moves? That's interesting. Back 1+2. Shoulder. Collision detection with opponent has been adjusted, mitigating cases where opponent punish would not connect. They added tracking or some shit? Collision detection? That sounds like tracking. This nigga detecting where you fuck where the opponent where the opponent's at. Excuse me. Mercy. Let's go, let's go. Bang. Up 4-3. Change the damage from 20 26. So damage limit. Which is fair. Oh gosh, dude. Let me change this. So, oh yeah. So what? His combos like this. However you I don't think so you get the point. Gosh, you can do it that fast. I have to sick move. Oh. Yeah. Should probably pick this nigga up. +3, what the fuck? Should probably get to what the fuck they did to it. Yeah, I'll just skip to it, fuck it. That's the biggest one. Inputting upon the second hit, the recovery frame inflicted on the opponent upon block for the first hit has been increased by 4 frames. This change ensures that if the opponent attempts to counterattack after blocking the first hit, they won't get hit by the second hit. So I think they're making it so that you have enough window to punish the low, even if they still do the high. But I think right now, the high is kind of like saving you from the low. So, like if you block the low and punish, the high will smack you, you get counter hit. Can't take it better. Stop. Nothing. Nathan. What else? The second part. Damage has been adjusted from 10-15 to 13-10. So the low does more damage. But now it does 10. So it's gonna they want you to be annoyed by the low. But the second one does less damage. If it gets through the same totally? No. It's gonna do 2 less damage. They just front loading the damage, no. Instead of back loading it with the high, like you get the reward if you get the high, but now it's slightly less reward. It's more rewarding if you just do it which I think this game seems way more heavy committal than the other games. Which I think that's what they want. That's what I feel they mean by aggressive now. Whereas like it's not like the other Tekkens weren't aggressive, it's just we didn't have to commit as much. Like we were able to just block a lot of situations and just kinda like play it a bit too safe, honestly. Like to the point where we were able to like brain dead our spacing. Brain dead, I'm neutral. So just like how there's brain dead offense, there's brain dead like defense. And that's what Tekken 7 kind of felt like at the end, where like everything was kind of sleepy face. Because niggas were just too good. And like, I feel if you're a Tekken 7 player, that's where kind of like the issue was coming into this game. Because like, we're so used to just like randomly spacing for absolutely no reason. When like, nah nigga, just go in. Start pressing buttons. Like, oh, he ain't thinking, make him think. Like, this game different. I kind of like it. Like, back in time 2, they always had the feature for, what do you call it? For chip damage in the games. It's just like, it's just if you wanted to add it or not. And me and my friends knew that, like, our rules in our house are different, gonna be different from tournament rules. So it was just like, alright, we'll just put chip damage on and call this real nigga Tekken. Because, like, who's really gonna, like, deal with this shit? Like, and it was even worse in time 2. Because if you were blocking at the end of the game and you had no health, that shit would just kill you. So you're just sitting there like, yo, I was blocked. Oh. So, like, I guess I almost felt like I was already picking up for what they wanted, but before the vision came out. Like, we supposed to be, like, in a flow state, just kind of getting hot things out. Just so they gave us. The market was changed. The game has been super bad. And the fact that I can kind of just like still have aspects of the old game. Like this is all just old thing that I'm pulling out. But it looks like I'm playing it like it's Tekken 8 because it is Tekken 8. Legacy still really matters. That's how we do it before. What the hell is this week? I think I've seen something. Okay, now I remember. So, 3. Okay, so there's a couple options. Yep. Seen people do that. It's never sat here and practiced. EDC, oh, yeah. That's awesome. fuck would you do that? Could you that'd be great. So I guess that might be well carried out. But no, 3-3. No, I may be able to do some shit like this. Charge this shit. That's 7. Probably heat time, I guess it calls. Wall crushes, key tactics. That's cool. Even if I can, a partial target. I'm not stupid. The power crushing heat. What the fuck do you do? Hold up. We still exploring things that I still haven't done. Plus 11. So what, that's free? At the wall, probably. That's insane. The power to the back one. That was very good. That's the thing. Let's ask somebody to do this. I'm just like, oh. Oh yeah, that's it. Where's the crate? There we go. Plus 3 in that turn. Yeah, the old 3 was kind of sucked. Like, it was good when you wanted them frames, but it was cheeks. Like, range and everything, it was kind of cheeks. Bad tracking. I think this is homing, yeah. That's the same kind of animation. That shit says. It leaves him back to him, I guess. I think I'm gonna call it for right now. Let's see if I come back on a little bit later. Check out some more characters. BRB. Peace and love, yo.